We'll use the division sheet.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Thank you. Appreciate
Thanks, sir.
Absolutely. I gotta eat some lunch.
it. Yeah, there you go. Best part of the day.
I'm not gonna put in that chair.
Here's my cards, you know who I am. So, obviously, we spoke on the phone. My name's Kellen Hassensaab. I'm with the Colorado Bureau of Investigation, and we're assisting the Frederick Police Department on that missing persons case that they're working on right now. And your name came up as somebody that we should talk to that might have some information just about the general situation. So that's why we're here, you know. Name on a list. So if you could kind of explain to us how you're involved in this and what you might know about the situation, that would be a good place to start.
But how I'm involved, I guess I'm just friends with them.
Okay.
Met them like 7 years ago when they moved up from North Carolina.
Okay.
I had my own business at the time. I do what's called reconditioning cars.
Okay.
Not here, but it's like dents and paint and window tint and that kind of stuff. Anyway, so I worked at the dealership, not for the dealership, my own business that they worked at.
Okay.
So that's how we met.
Okay.
So we've been pretty good friends, and then, of course, I bought a house, and they said, where do you live? So they bought a house in the same neighborhood.
Oh, okay.
I'm really right around the corner, like 2 minutes away.
Okay.
So that's kind of how I know them. As far as knowing anything about what's going on, you know, not much. I mean, honestly, it's just, you know, what Chris has told me.
Okay.
I talked to him a few times. I went to see him that night. I'm off on Mondays. I was actually home. I was actually painting something at that same time that I guess Nicole came over around noon. I think what the news said.
So well, tell us what you remember about Monday. That'd be a good place to start. So.
The only thing Monday that was later at night. I got a text from a buddy of mine named Jeremy, and Jeremy said, "Hey, what's going on with Chris and Shanann?" So I have no idea. What do you mean? He says, "Well, it's all over Facebook." I said, "Well, I don't have her on Facebook." Blah blah blah. I said, "Okay." So anyway, he says, "Yeah, she's missing," and I was kind of like, oh, "Whatever."
Yeah.
And I was kind of like, didn't believe that, and so I text Chris. He didn't reply right away, so I called him, and then he answered, and then that's when he said, he goes, "Yeah," he goes, you know, I went to work, and someone came over and came home, and they've been gone ever since, and all her stuff, all her personal stuff is here, everything, phone, keys, everything. I was like, oh, wow, dude. So I walked over to his house just to talk to him about everything, and that's it. That's Monday.
Okay. What time did you speak to him on the phone?
That day?
Yeah.
I have a record on it. I'm thinking 9-ish.
9 p.m.?
Yeah, about 9 p.m.
And I don't think I have your address. Do you have like an ID that I could write down?
You know, I don't. I don't know why. We can get it after this.
No, that's fine. Can you just give me your legal name and all that stuff?
Yeah, David.
Okay.
And you need middle? John.
Okay.
And my last name is Colon, C-O-L-O-N.
Okay. And what's your birthday?
May 15th, 67.
And the telephone number for you that I've been calling, is that your cell phone?
That's my cell, yeah. That's the only number I got.
Okay. And what is your address?
6322 Ruby Hill Drive.
2 words?
All three. Ruby Hill Drive, 3 words.
Okay. Sorry, I meant the Ruby Hill part.
Yeah, that's, yeah, it is.
And that's Frederick as well?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So, is Jeremy just another friend of yours, or who is he?
Jeremy was also kind of all mutual friends from the dealership. It's a Ford dealership in Longmont Ford.
Okay.
Jeremy was a manager there, and I don't remember what his title was, internet manager or whatever. But,
yeah.
So yeah, he would. Excuse me. We're all kind of friends. And so Jeremy, that's when he contacted me.
Okay. So you reach out to Chris by text.
Yeah.
Don't hear anything back, and so you just had to call him around.
Give him a call, yeah, because Jeremy in the interim was texting me, kind of giving me more information on what was going on. So then, of course, I got concerned. I was like, oh wow, what's going on? I mean, so and I didn't hear from Chris, so I called him, and then he did answer.
Yeah.
And so that's when I said, oh, I'll come by, and that night I went over to go see him.
What time do you think you got there to the house?
To the house? It's a guesstimate, honestly. I mean, but it's, I'd say 9:30ish.
Yeah.
I think he called around. I talked to him around, or I called him around 9. And by the time I got off the phone with him, we walked over. It's a guesstimate. Let's say 9:30.
Sure. So you get there, and who else is there at that time?
Nobody's there, just Chris. He was keeping himself busy by, doing like housework and stuff because he said his mind, which totally understood that.
Yeah.
And then about 30 minutes later, or whatever it was, Jeremy showed up.
Okay.
And Jeremy, just, I guess in a sense, just trying to be there for a friend or consoling. I'm not really sure what word to use.
Yeah.
You know, it's just kind of like, honestly, you're talking about it's like a loss of words. You don't even know
Yeah.
really even what to say. I've never been around that, so.
What was Jeremy's last name? I don't think.
Lindstrom, like Lindstrom,
Uh-huh.
I think, is how it's pronounced, or spelled.
All right, and he's a manager at Longmont Ford now.
He was at Longmont Ford. He's now at a different dealership. He's at it's in Broomfield. It's Silterra Har.
Okay. So does he live in the neighborhood as well then? Or?
He lives in Erie. He's probably 5-10 minutes away.
Okay.
He's not in our neighborhood, but he lives like you got 52, Highway 52. He's on like the
Other side by 25.
Yeah, exactly. And the new building, new houses in there.
Okay. So how long do you stay at the house then?
Oh, at Chris's house?
Yeah.
I'm guessing an hour.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there, just talking to him, and he said he was wasn't really tired, but he said he just wanted to lay down and try to get some rest or something like
Yeah.
Something like that.
What do you recall that he was saying about the situation as you kind of reflect back on it?
That I asked him. Okay, I mean, I asked him what was going on. I was like, dude, and he's like, well, he said he didn't know, but he said that they were struggling in their marriage, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
He said she went to North Carolina for like 5 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
They did like, I don't know if you want to call it a trial separation or whatever.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry. Look at my radio, so turn it off. Some kind of trial separation for 5 weeks or something.
Uh-huh.
She got back. I guess they kind of talked and tried to work things out. I don't know the inner workings of why they're fighting. I don't.
You didn't know what the difficulties in the marriage were.
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't ever. Everybody's got their own thing. I don't get involved in his. And then he said that they did have a disagreement or an argument that morning, and then obviously that's when something.
Yeah. Did he say what that disagreement that morning was or anything like
No,
that?
he didn't give me any details on what. Just that they're not getting along or something. Just typical. I just how I took it as typical.
Yeah.
People how they are.
Anything about the kids that he bring up or mention that you remember?
No, nothing other than he was worried about, like, I think one of them has to take meds, and there was no meds taken, like, from the house that he knew of, so that's the only thing he's worried about with the kids, other than being gone.
What did he think had happened at that point?
His speculation was that she left with somebody, doesn't know who, because I did ask that question. I said, well, who would she leave with? I mean, is she seeing somebody? What's going on, dude? And he goes, dude, I don't know if she's seeing somebody or what. I mean, I don't know what all the truth is here, but all I know is his speculation was that she left with somebody and she's hiding out somewhere.
Okay.
I don't think abducted.
With the kids or without the kids?
With the kids, yes. Yeah, with the kids.
So left voluntarily with the kids?
Left voluntarily with the kids and I asked him, I said, do you have exterior cameras? Does neighbors have exterior cameras? And they didn't just vanish, so someone pulled up or somehow, I don't know if they went out the back or what, but that was my question to him. He goes, he didn't have exterior cameras and he didn't know if his neighbors did.
So how would you describe his mind frame at that time? Was he thinking it was going to be resolved? Was he upset? Was he...
Yeah, I think he was thinking it was going to be resolved, and I think he was thinking that, if I had to guess, he never said this, but that, obviously he just wants his kids back, is the way I was taking it. I mean, he was concerned for anybody's, well-being for sure, but he was just worried about his kids and getting them back, and I guess where they're at.
Yeah.
His biggest thing was where are they at?
Yeah.
So, I mean, are they hanging out in the neighborhood? Did they get in someone's car and drive out of state?
Yeah.
According to him, he had, no information at all. So I guess it's why y'all are involved.
Yeah. What was your perception? Did he, whether he was surprised that something like this had happened? Was it a shock to him? I mean, what do you remember about his emotions?
He was pretty blank.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest with you, he was not like, oh, I knew this was coming.
Yeah.
Or anything like that. He was blank about the whole situation, about, I don't know what's going on. I don't know why she did this. And so, yeah, I mean, that's it. And he's just kind of like, blank about it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if
Did
that
he bring
explains-
up like foul play or the possibility of something,
I think
or violent had happened?
I think it was discussed. I don't think he brought it up. I
Uh-huh.
think it's just I don't know if it's like typical conversation when something like this happens, but when Jeremy was there, we're talking. We're kind of talking about this as like what are the odds of someone being abducted in the neighborhood?
Yeah.
That kind of thing, and that's kind of where I said with exterior cameras,
Yeah.
not just maybe someone pulling up like that, or maybe. So he never really brought foul play up.
Yeah.
But it was, I think, discussed through kind of, if you want to say, process of elimination,
Yeah.
trying to figure things out.
Yeah, and you had mentioned he was doing some housework. Do you remember what that type of stuff was, or?
He was? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't, well, it looked like the carpet was freshly vacuumed,
Uh-huh.
and that's the only thing. I guess the house, they usually keep a pretty neat, tidy house, so I
Yeah.
can't really say everything was put away nice, because they usually do. But it looked like the carpet had been freshly vacuumed. I mean, it had the lines from the vacuum.
Yeah. Anything like cleaning supplies out or things of that nature?
Nope, the only thing I saw him doing, he was making a protein shake
Yeah.
and just talking, and then he got a phone call. I think it was his mom called him, and then that's when my friend Jeremy called me, and he said, he didn't know exactly where the house was. I said, I'll step outside.
Yeah.
I stepped outside, Jeremy showed up, and then we all went back in, and then we talked to Chris some more
Okay.
at that point.
Anybody else there present other than the three of you guys?
Not that I'm aware of. That was it. Just
Okay.
we kind of gathered in the kitchen, if you want to say, and then kind of outside on the driveway.
Okay. And he basically said he needed to lay down. At that point, you guys left
Yeah.
for the evening.
Yeah, he said I'm not sure. It wasn't like he said he was going to bed. He just is just gonna lay down, and I don't know if he's rest his mind. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just kind of So I mean, I've been in contact with him ever since. My wife made some dinner for him last night. If he wanted, he says, well, he was with, I guess y'all. He said he's with the FBI or something. I was like, well, he said he was done with you guys about midnight or something like that. I was like, wow. I said, okay. I said, if you want, it's still there. You can have it tonight. And, so I just kind of been in constant contact because I figured he'd get some. I said, I know I'm not top on your priority list. I know parents and grandparents and now obviously, officials need to be, but I said, I would like to be informed if you can, if you do get the opportunity. So that's been our conversation back.
What has he been telling you about what's been going on? Any specifics or details or anything like that?
No, just that he, well, I guess some specifics. I guess he talked to the news, and then I actually saw this morning on the internet. I'm not sure what channel it was, but they did like an interview with him. Let's see, then obviously the Frederick police, and then last night that's when he said that he was with the FBI.
Right.
I was like, oh, okay, wow, I'll let you go. Just let me know what's going on, and so that's about it.
So has he kind of has that theory changed, or has he basically still thought that she's voluntarily gone and with somebody, or has that changed to your knowledge?
To my knowledge, I don't know because I only seen him. What the hell is today? Wednesday, Monday night. I didn't see him last night because he was gone, and then I was going to see him tonight just to see what his. So I don't know. I haven't asked him that question. I just give me information if you hear anything.
Yeah.
So I was going to actually talk to him about that tonight when I saw him. Just say, hey, what are your thoughts still, dude?
Yeah. What do you think is going on? And that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Any I guess facts that he's told you about? Information that he's uncovered or he's discovered anything about their disappearance or anything like that at this point?
No. It's like I said, it's been pretty quick text messages and a couple quick phone calls. Nothing really other than, it's just kind of, I guess, just honestly from my side, it's just baffling. I'm just trying to try to understand this, and I'm just hoping that she disappeared, she's hiding out somewhere.
Right.
But by now, she has to know. It's plastered everywhere.
Right.
And according to him, he did talk to her mom. I guess her and her mom are super close. And I guess her mom knows nothing as well. So that's what scares me is like, someone's going to... I'm not... You guys don't deal with this every day, but I'm just saying, if I wanted to disappear, I'd still want to be in contact with somebody. I don't think... Not everybody has this CIA mentality where they can just disappear and never talk to nobody again.
Yeah.
And especially her. She's a very family-orientated lady. She loves her kids and all kinds of stuff. So she's not going to just vanish. That's just my perception of Shanann. So
So that's actually my next question. You know,
Oh.
can you kind of describe her as a person and what you know about her, what you
yeah,
how
she's.
would you-
I could say she's a little overbearing, to be truly honest with you. That's my take of Shanann. But she's all in all, she's a good person. I know she's a good mom. She probably is like overbearing with her kids and just do much stuff. But whatever, that's her kids. She can do whatever she wants. But no, she's. I mean, generally, she's a nice person. She's a good person. I've always get along with her. She's always treated me very pleasant.
Yeah.
And so forth and so on. So, yeah.
And within the marriage, you had mentioned you don't know the specific struggles they've been having lately, but in the past, has there been marital issues that you've been aware of?
As far as I know, no. As the joke goes, I always laugh with the Facebook. You know, if everybody's lives were as great on Facebook as they actually were. I actually took her off Facebook because she posted every 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's pretty, and you can confirm that with probably anybody, but it's like, oh my God, okay, Celeste is doing okay. I mean, it was just kind of crazy. So, yeah, as far as that, I just thought they were as happy as a tick on a dog's back, as we say down south.
Yeah.
So it just, I was really honestly surprised. I always thought because their personalities. Chris is very non-combative. He's what's the right way of putting it?
Non-confrontational.
Yeah, non-confrontational. He's like perfect for her because she seems to like run things. I mean, she's like organizes this, gets this. We're going here, and if they're going on vacation, she buys a ticket. She does all that. And Chris just kind of goes along with the flow. So and his personality is, like I said, very. Just hanging out, I'll just go with the flow kind of guy. So they seem like, to me, like really good. So, they're not like A personalities clashing.
Right.
So, but yeah, I honestly, thoroughly surprised. Thoroughly. Because I really thought they were cool.
Yeah.
I mean, they had two little girls, and I guess she's got another baby on the way. I don't know if they were boy or girl, but it's I don't know how far, I couldn't remember how far along she was, but
yeah.
Yeah.
In terms of financial problems, have you ever heard about financial problems or issues that they've been having?
No, I think they're to themselves with stuff like that. I think he does pretty good with Anadarko, and all I know is that she does some kind of Thrive, something like supplements or something. I don't know if she has any other source of income or not, but they seem like, they are okay. But I don't know, honestly.
Okay.
What their
But nothing that's,
capabilities are.
been made aware to you or anything.
No. And I think they're pretty much to themselves. They like talk to our family and stuff, not friends, about their financial situation. But no, they've never disclosed any of that to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What is your sense of what's happened, just based on everything you know about the situation?
My sense, and it's kind of a hope as well as, I guess, as a gut feeling, is that she picked up and vanished on her own. And I hate speculating because...
Yeah. Well, I asked you to, so...
Yeah, okay, well, fair enough. So, that's my thoughts on it. Just, she's just
What's
whether...
your hope or your speculation?
Well, it's both. I'm speculating and I'm hoping that she's hiding out and everybody's okay. It's just, maybe she's in this position. She's seeing all this going on, and maybe she's scared out of her mind now, going, oh shit, what did I do?
Yeah.
And now I'm going to be in a lot of trouble with the law. I don't know. I don't know laws to say if she is or isn't, but that's my hope and speculation, yes. That's what she's, and I don't know. I don't know. I'm hoping like hell nobody was abducted and taken, and that's horrible.
Yeah.
I got kids, so it's kind of like...
Yeah. In terms of infidelity, have you ever been made aware or even just thought that either party was being unfaithful and the other, or had something going on the side?
No, not at all. I mean, if there ever was, I would throw it on Shanann, not Chris. Not just because they're both friends. I'd say Chris is more my buddy than Shanann.
Yeah.
But Chris, I would say if there ever was, it'd be Shanann. But as far as do I know, no.
Okay.
None.
All right.
Not that I've been aware of or given any information.
Cool.
You mentioned that she's expecting. Do you know anything about that? Did Chris tell you about it, or?
No. How I found out was my wife is still friends with her on Facebook, if you want to say, and she said, did you know after the phone call came through, she goes, did you know Shanann was expecting? And I was like, no idea. I haven't talked to Chris for it's been a few months. just busy, you know, life is, you know, the way
Yeah.
life is, you know, just, it's not, I mean, we're right around the corner, and it's like, my oldest son lives in Loveland, I see him twice a year, you know, so it's just life, it's just tough, but, I did not know she was pregnant.
Did he mention it on Monday when you were over there?
I can't remember if he said it, we talked about it, but I can't remember if he said it or I asked. Honestly, I don't remember if he said that she's pregnant. I don't know. We talked about it, but I don't remember who said what.
So there wasn't a reaction that you recall
No.
about that?
No.
So, and you've mentioned Shanann being on Facebook quite a bit.